you heard of the grabber? I killed him.
Black Phone 2 just hit theaters this past weekend, and it's already making bigger waves than its predecessor. BP2 brought in $26.5 million here in the States, which is just shy of $4 million more than the original's domestic opening weekend. Worldwide total is $42 million against a $30 million budget. This icy sequel is still a long way from profitability, however, it needs to hit the $75 million mark to achieve that. But it is certainly igniting a fiery excitement as word of mouth spreads. The critics may not have been super hot on this one, but the audience certainly loved it. With Blumhouse's focus seemingly in the sequel market the most these days, it begs the question of will a Black Phone 3 happen? I think there's a lot of directions this franchise could go in next, including something that jumps from an in-universe short film created by Scott Derrickson between making Black Phone 1 and 2. I am down for another continuation in this franchise as long as Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill are involved. Speaking of Derrickson, he recently spoke to Variety on if he would make a Black Phone 3, to which he responded, "What I can say is that my attitude towards a sequel is that there's really no justification for making a sequel unless you are genuinely attempting to make a movie that's better than the first movie you're making a sequel to. If you're going to make a third one, it needs to be better than the second one, which is better than the first one. Very few films do that. Looking back on the history of cinema, I think Sam Raimi's Evil Dead trilogy and George Romero's Night of the Living Dead trilogy are probably the only two trilogies of movies where they're all three great movies and get progressively better. What would be important to me in considering any ideas is that it's not just a retread, and that we don't feel like we're seeing, oh, now we established this new rule for the grabber, so let's just do that again. That's the only thing I couldn't do.